Hello creative mind, welcome to Style by Marvel Greg, and here I'll be showing you how to make an underbust corset. So I've marked out all our basic measurement, bust points, underbust, waistline, and your hip line, so you can extend it whichever way you want. And at my waistline, I went out by 0.5 inches on both sides, and I connected it all the way from my bust point to my waistline, and from my waistline down to my hip line. And I did the same for the other side as well. And this is what we have. Then the next step now is I marked my round, my bust points, round bust points. Then my waistline, I marked my round waistline. I replaced my dart intake. At my hip line, I marked my round hip line as well, and I connected, right? And I connected all the lines just like this, just the way we mark out for basic bodies. So next now is this part, we won't be needing it. Next, we're going to determine where we want our corset. It is called an underbust corset, so it's definitely going to begin from the underbust. So now you can design it whichever way you want. You can decide to come down from a waistline by half inches or 1 inches and connect it with a design whichever way you want. So it's an underbust corset, just like I said. So next now is to first of all rule out your straight line from your underbust, which is where the corset is going to begin with, and include any kind of design you want. All right, so for me, I'm going to be coming up by about 4 inches for my hip line, and I'll connect it all the way to my dart leg. And that is how I want my own design to be. This is what I'll be working with. You can also decide to make it go up from this part. Totally depends on how you want your design to be. There are different kind of design, right? So I'll cut this out now. And I'm going to cut the dart side open because we're going to be having a corset. So this is 1 and this is 2. That's my center front and that's my side front. So I'll open this up. I'll take out the darts because I'm going to be having a joining because of the boning we are going to be including. So this is how it's going to look like, right? So for the back piece, what I'm going to do is to place the side front on a plain pattern. And after placing it on a plain pattern, I'll just pin the upper side and pin the downside as well. And what I'll do is to just get a straight cut all the way down. And I'll also do the same design for the back. So for the back, you can decide to have it like a straight line if you want. If you don't want to have it like curvy, you can just have it straight. And I'm cutting this out. And this is now going to serve as our side back, right? Because we're going to be having like an opening at the back. So I'm going to use that part to be the back. So this part is going to serve as my side back, my center back, where we're going to be including, you can decide to include a rope or you can decide to include an eyelet. So this is what we have. It's very easy. It's not so difficult. So here I'm cutting on my fabric. And while I'm cutting, I'll include all my stitching allowance for 0.5 inches all the way. And I'll cut for the lining piece as well. I'll cut for main fabric and I'll also cut for the lining as well. So next is to stitch all our piece together. So here we have our back. I've cut our lining piece for the back as well. This is our front, main fabric and also lining piece. So what I'm going to do is to attach the center front and the side front together. Whatever it is I'm doing for the main fabric, I'll also be doing for the lining piece as well. So I'll also quickly join the sides of the main fabric, and I'm going to be stitching this all the way through. And I'll do the same for the lining piece as well. I'll also be showing you two ways you can include your boning, whichever one works for you. You can use any of the two methods and it will come out really nice. I'll stitch this in place and I'll come back to show you. I was done stitching both the main fabric and the lining in place. Now what we're going to do is to attach the back piece. So this is the back piece that we've cut out, right? So what I'll do is I'll place it now on the side. Just watch how I'm doing it. I'll place it on the side like that. And I'll go ahead and join it. I'll do the same for the lining piece as well. I'll place it for the side and I'll join also. So after joining, this is what we have. So the next step now is to, one of the ways you can introduce your lining is this method. So next I'm just going to cut out my lining piece, ensuring that it is about 1 inch shorter than where I want to fix it. You can see I'm measuring it. I measure it and I'll cut it out. I'll measure for the other side as well. I'll cut it out. I'll measure for so I'm having 4 pieces. So for me, I will be including a loop to this. I'll include a loop at the side. So you can include eyelets to yours. So what I usually do for my boning is to close the sharp edge with a tape. That way it does not hurt whoever is wearing it because of the sharp edges. So I'll close all my boning like this. So I'll do that quickly for all my boning and we'll move straight ahead. So you can also decide to stitch your boning on a fabric, then attach it to your dress on top, right? Or you can just bring in your boning and open the side you want to impute it, and you stitch your boning on top of your fabric like this. To just stitch it 2 sides, you stitch both sides, right? Or you can go with my method. So for my method, what I did is I closed up all the sides, both the front and the back together. I'll close it from the side all the way. When closing the side, I'll attach my loop. And this is what it looks like. Next, I'll open it up. So I've attached my loop already. I'll open it up, give it a very good press. Then before I create my boning channels, I'll create my boning channels and I'll insert my boning one after the other. So this is what it looks like. So for my boning channel, I already have the lines I want to work with. I'll just close up the 2 sides, each side. I'll just close up here and close up each side like this. That way I'll be able to insert my boning to it like this. So you can iron your boning so it's very straight. So I've done for 2 sides. So now what I did is, you can see what I'm doing. I'm inserting the boning on the boning channel. So ensure that your boning goes in through very well. It goes in through very well. I'll do the same for the other side. You can see the front and the back, how neat it's looking. And by the time I'm done inserting my boning, I'll give it another good press and I'll pipe the downside with a bias. I'll use my fabric to create a bias that I'll use to pipe the downside all the way around. And that's basically all for creating a simple underbust corset that you can use to style any dress of your choice. Just pipe it, and that's basically all. I hope you learned something creative and you'll be trying it out. See you in my next video. Bye.